Imagine walking into a room saying absolutely nothing, and yet she notices you, not because of your looks, not because of your money, but because of your presence. That is power. But here's the twist. This isn't about controlling her. It's about controlling yourself. The ancient Stoics mastered this. And don't you understand how, you'll never chase love or attention again. You'll attract it effortlessly. Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll share 6 Stoic psychological insights that can give you quiet power over any woman. If you use them wisely, please like video and subscribe my channel. Let's start with the first. Number 1, control your emotions. Control the room. Power isn't lost through action, it's lost through reaction. You text her and she doesn't reply for hours. Your mind races, your heart drops. She glances at another man and suddenly you question everything. Seriously, when did your phone become your emotional support animal? This is where most men fall short, the Stoics knew. He who angers you controls you. Marcus Aurelius. And guess what? Women sense when you've lost emotional control, not consciously, but instinctively. They test your emotional depth, often without realizing it. And every time you flinch, chase, or overthink, you fail that test. But there's the twist. When you remain calm, steady, and grounded, you don't just appear confident. You become mysterious. And mystery, that's power. Because when you don't reveal your inner storm, you force her to wonder what's beneath the surface. And curiosity is the first step toward connection. But emotional control is just step 1. Want to know what's 7 more powerful than keeping your cool? Knowing when to say nothing at all. Let's go deeper. Number 2, the power of silence. Ever noticed how the quietest guy in the room often holds the most attention? It's not magic, it's psychology. Silence creates space, and in that space a woman starts filling in the blanks. Is he confident, mysterious, thinking something deep? Her mind starts working, and that's when interest builds. The Stoics mastered the art of saying less and observing more. They understood, the more you talk, the more you reveal. The more you reveal, the easier you are to figure out. And once a woman thinks she's figured you out, the intrigue dies. Quick experiment. Next time someone asks you a question, pause for 5 full seconds before answering. Feels awkward, right? Exactly. It's in that awkward pause that power grows, because only someone truly secure cans it comfortably in silence. Women often reveal more when you're silent than when you probe. Your silence becomes an invitation for her to fill the void with emotions, stories, even confessions. But there's the kicker. Being silent doesn't mean being invisible. It means being present. And presence, that's the next level of power most men miss. Let's unlock it next. Number 3, presence over performance. What if I told you the most attractive quality you could have isn't in how much you say, but in how much you are? Presence. That's where true power lies. You don't need to impress her. You don't need to chase her with compliments or flashy moves. What you need to do is simply be. The Stoics didn't focus on performing for others. They focused on observing, on being aware of themselves and their surroundings. They didn't try to manipulate the moment, they allowed it to unfold. Women are naturally drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin. Men who don't try to impress, but instead live in the moment. When you're genuinely present, not distracted by your phone or second-guessing your words, you radiate a quiet confidence. Next time you're with someone, try this. Instead of thinking about what to say next, just observe. Notice her body language, her tone, how she's feeling. Don't try to fill the silence or make her laugh. Just be there with her. Feels strange, right? But it's that discomfort that pushes you to true presence. But presence isn't enough if your life doesn't have direction. Want to truly captivate her? You need something more than just being present. You need a purpose. Let's talk about that next. Number 4. Purpose creates power. A man with no direction is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly, vulnerable to every wave. But a man with purpose, he's a force of nature. Purpose is the invisible force that drives attraction. The Stoics believed that the key to a meaningful life was not in seeking external validation or attention, but in pursuing something greater. They didn't chase happiness. They found it by living with intention. Women are subconsciously drawn to men who have direction in their lives. It's not about the job title, the bank account, or the fame. It's about ambition, the sense that you're going somewhere and your life is moving forward with purpose. When you have a clear mission, whether personal or professional, women don't see you as someone who's chasing them. They see you as someone who values yourself and your goals, and they are naturally intrigued. Quick question. When was the last time you felt completely focused on your goals without thinking about how someone else might perceive you? That's the energy you want to project. A man who knows where he's going doesn't need to prove anything. But purpose alone isn't enough. There's something even more powerful, a quality that keeps her interested and keeps you grounded. And that's what we'll dive into next. Number 5, discipline is desire's secret weapon. Want to know the one thing that will make you irresistible to any woman? Discipline. The Stoics didn't chase instant pleasure. They practiced restraint, prioritizing long-term growth over short-term satisfaction. They knew that self-control was the foundation of true strength and attraction. Women instinctively respect men who can delay gratification. It signals emotional maturity, reliability, and inner strength, qualities they seek in a partner. Think about it. When you say no to a night out to hit the gym or choose work over a momentary indulgence, you're building discipline. And discipline doesn't just build your body or career, it builds your self-respect. Quick thought. When was the last time you truly said no to something easy? Maybe it was a late-night temptation, a mindless distraction, or giving in to a momentary urge. Those small no's build your foundation for long-term success, and they don't go unnoticed. But discipline isn't just about saying no. It's also about the moments when you choose to say yes to what really matters. And when you understand the difference, that's when true attraction and power flow effortlessly. Let's dive into that next. Number 6, detachment is magnetic. The final key to gaining power over any woman, detachment. But detachment doesn't mean indifference. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you aren't desperate. The Stoics believed in focusing on what they could control and letting go of the rest. When you can detach yourself from the need for validation or approval, you step into your true power. Women are subconsciously drawn to men who are emotionally self-sufficient. A man who doesn't need her attention to feel whole or validated, that's the man she'll never fully figure out. And when she can't figure you out, she becomes curious. She wants to know more. Think about the last time you chased someone, whether it was a text, a call, or just attention. Did it make you feel more powerful or more insecure? Exactly. Detachment is the antidote to that insecurity. So how do you create real power? By not needing anything in return. When you stop chasing, she starts chasing. And that's when you truly become irresistible. So how do you gain power over any woman? You don't manipulate her. You master you. Emotional control, strategic silence, unshakable presence, unstoppable purpose, steel discipline, effortless detachment. This is the Stoic path to power. And once you walk it, you'll stop chasing because she'll start chasing you. Want more truths like this? Hit subscribe, drop it in the comments, and share this with someone who needs to hear it.